Welcome back to another episode of the Word is Bond podcast. We in here. We got a full house today. We got everybody in the building. We got Johnny in the building.
Handsome.
We got Julian in the building.
What up?
Los is in there.
We indeed.
We got Alan. And we got Seuss in here.
Hey.
Yeah. Shout out to Seuss for pulling up. Welcome, brother.
Came through with the 12-pack.
Came through with a surprise, too. I didn't know Seuss was coming.
Surprise.
Such a blessing. I appreciate everybody for pulling up, first and foremost. I appreciate everybody for supporting our last drop. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. Orders will be shipping out next week.
Exceeded our expectations.
Yeah, that one blew up. That one blew up for sure.
That was tight.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We'll be having some new shit dropping soon. Just want to let it breathe for a little bit.
Let the beat
You know what I
breathe.
mean?
You let the beat breathe.
How's everybody doing?
I'm good.
Everybody good?
Friday.
It is Friday. Everybody feeling good. Nice. Got the beer. Shout out to Seuss for the Pacifico.
Yes, sir.
Muchas gracias.
Yes, sir. You know how I like to do. I like to just jump into the shit.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? We always do the small talk, but we gonna jump into it. Johnny came through with a good little question. Top 10 mixtapes. I know we just did a list, but you know us, man. We like to listen to music. We like to deep dive into past shit and new shit. And I know new music dropping. We'll get to that.
Right.
But I'm very curious on everybody's mixtape list.
Yeah.
Same.
And not only that, but mixtape is an era.
Yep.
Like you could,
sure.
Everyone has different favorite mixtapes, but it
Right.
starts at one year and it ends at another. Like,
Yeah.
they're dead now.
Exactly.
And shout out
What
to
would
DJ Drama, man,
Oh,
for his work in the mixtape game.
Fool almost served real prison time.
For real.
Him and Don Cannon.
Changed the entire game.
Cannon.
Changed the entire game when that happened, bro.
what would you say like the time period, like the mixtape era started and ended?
Shit. I want to, because G Unit had like a good run with mixtapes. I don't know if they started.
Maybe like
though.
2003.
Yeah, I think the digital mixtapes versus the OG mixtapes, there's like a barrier. There's like mixtapes have been a thing
Right.
forever. DJs
Right.
have been dropping mixtapes forever.
Right.
Yeah, I was talking more on like the digital age.
Yeah, the blog era. Probably like
Blog era.
2003, 2000,
And up
to
to,
like
like-
2013, 12, I
Until
would
like
say.
streaming hit, right?
Yeah, it was right before streaming era.
Yeah.
I think that's what catapulted everything to the streaming era.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but correct me.
And that's because everybody kept getting the computer aids.
And that shit that went down with the piracy
Yeah, Napster.
and Napster,
Man.
and that changed the whole game. And now we're here in the fucking streaming era.
Right.
Different DSPs everywhere.
Living a good life.
And Napster.
I mean, it is a good life.
And Napster's gone.
Napster's on. Ain't that funny?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's fucking crazy.
They started it and they fucking died.
Look at how the world has turned.
Do you think, man, if that company was still around,
I'd probably have a Napster account instead of Apple
I'm pretty,
Music.
I'm pretty sure everybody would.
Yeah.
That would be the app instead of Apple Music, or
Yeah.
Apple would have bought it off.
Oh, that's what,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
that's what happened.
You know what I mean? Like they
It's
did
all
with
about
beats
that-
and shit.
That adaptation, they couldn't adapt.
Right.
Yeah.
Johnny, I'm gonna start with you.
With the mixtape list?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm curious because you brought it to the table,
Yeah, we could. I have no problem with that.
and I don't know, when it comes to you and Los, I feel like our lists are always similar.
Yeah, we
So
always
I'm
got like three or four of the
Three or
same
four.
joints.
I think it's gonna be a little different. This
I
time.
think so too.
Yeah, I don't think this list is gonna reflect it. Like nobody's is gonna be
Yeah.
reflective. So let me jump right into it.
Okay.
And before I start, I want to clarify my choices because the albums and those favorite albums I had, those are old heads.
Right.
I don't look at old heads for mixtapes. They were totally different vibes and eras to me.
Right.
And old heads kind of looked at mixtapes like that was below them. They were like, I'm getting bagged from the albums. I got $1 million music video. Like, what the fuck am I
Why
gonna
do I need to do
I
a
don't need to do
mixtape?
a mixtape. So I look at the mixtape as the young kids, and that's why I just want to clarify. Like my top 10 albums are the old guys.
Right.
My mixtapes ain't no old guys. It's the youth, the kids that carried me through my junior and sophomore year in high school, my first year of junior college type shit. That
Right.
real iPod touch days.
Right.
Hell yeah. Hey, before you start, you know what's funny about that is you're right. Like the OGs, they were like, I'm not dropping music unless I get a bag.
Yep.
Right.
And then you had this like group of people that was like, nah, we're dropping these
Nah, fuck
mixtapes.
that, yeah.
And the crazy part is the people dropping those mixtapes are the ones getting the bag now.
Yeah.
The mixtapes set them up to
Yep.
get that bag because
That's true.
it's all exposure.
Exactly. You're an unsigned hype. There's no reason for you to have albums.
Yep.
So my list is gonna start like this. No order. This is just how I
course.
got them. I got Control System by Ab Soul.
Okay, let me stop you there. So that that was on my list of whether it was an album or a mixtape.
I know you got like plenty of those, but we know what the fuck it is.
Right.
We know what it is.
So that one, along with Habits and Contradictions, are
that's-
mixtapes.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
I
so
don't
where
give a
does
fuck.
where does Section 80 land?
That's a mixtape to
That's a
me too.
mixtape, right?
Yeah, but
I-
they
that's
called
an
that
EP.
they called that Kendrick's first album.
No, but that Kendrick had a whole separate called the Kendrick Lamar EP.
Yeah, and overly
Right.
dedicated.
Right, but so you guys think Section 80 was a
Fuck
mixtape?
off. Let me finish my list.
Go ahead.
All
We'll
right,
get back to
we'll
it.
get back to that later.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah. So Control System. I got Friday Night Lights by Cole.
Okay.
I got Crit Was Here by Big
Okay.
Crit. I got Triple X by Danny Brown. Damn. I got Mixtape More About Nothing by Wale. I got Covert Coupe by Currency.
Ooh.
I got A Kid Named Cudi by Kid Cudi. I got Overly Dedicated by Kendrick. I got Rare Chandeliers by Action Bronson. I got Live Love ASAP by ASAP Rocky. And then I got the honorary mention, Luca Brasi 2 by Kevin Gates.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like super late. That was after all of the hype that we kind of grew up on, but that mixtape is fire.
Yeah, you had some standouts for sure. That Crit Was Here for sure.
Oh my God.
That was a big one.
It was huge.
Man, just hearing these names is nostalgic as fuck.
Yeah, I really
I
like.
want to go back to high school and
Yeah.
listen to
I
this
know.
shit.
I didn't have to go to Dat Pit. I didn't have to go to Dat Pit for hot new hip hop. I literally just thought what I had in my iPod Touch, and it was that easy. Just boom, 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 like 2 seconds. I just the shit that I was listening to when I was riding the bus to ARC. That's the shit that made the list.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll never forget that.
Never.
No.
Never.
No. Okay.
Who's up next?
Hold on. Before we get to that, let's finish that conversation with the Section 80 album, mixtape,
I always looked at that as Kendrick's first album.
Yeah, that's an album.
album,
I thought it was an album too.
Yeah.
album,
Yeah, just
album.
because like they presented it that way too. Like it was on Two Dope Boys, but like they even like they were like hyping it as Kendrick's first album because Overly Dedicated and the Kendrick Lamar EP, those
were
like
mixtapes.
Yeah, and then Section 80 was like the one
The
that
one, his debut.
Section,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and it was on iTunes. You could buy that bitch. You
Yeah.
can't buy a regular mixtape.
Yeah, for real.
On iTunes
Nope.
at least.
Okay.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
consider that.
That kind of clears it up for me. Do you want to go, Les?
Yeah, I'll go.
Curious.
I had to cut my list down a little bit.
And just to be clear, that's why Section 80 wasn't on there, and that's why Overly Dedicated was. It's because I
Right.
look at that as his album.
Okay.
And then, of
Just want to
course-
clear it up.
Of course, this is no order. Shout out to Mark because he reminded me of the Black Wall Street Journal, Volume 1. That's for sure there. It put,
Yeah.
It put me on, damn, all the artists I listened to for like the following 5 years.
Yeah, because that gave us the introduction to Kendrick and J Rock.
Yeah, I mean, they had Clyde Carson on there, your boy. They had everybody, Bay Area people, LA people, so for sure that one. True Religion by 2 Chainz. Sorry for the Wait, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
I got Taylor Alderdice on there by
Okay.
Wiz Khalifa. Overly Dedicated. I got C4 by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, see, I was listening to that one today.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So this one right here, I think should have been an album, and it's "Rich Forever" by Rick Ross. If you listen to that, that should have been a studio album.
Yeah, but that comes down to Rick Ross's ear for
Right.
beats and his production.
Right, but like
So
to
it can
me-
kind of blur the line
me,
of
those
it's an
fucking
album
beats-
or a mixtape.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it was his choice, right? He's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna drop it for free." But like some of the tracks
Yeah.
on it, like he got there's a track he got with John Legend, and I'm like, bro, you threw this shit out there for free. John
Right.
Legend is singing his ass off.
As he normally does.
Yeah, one of my favorite mixtapes. I got More About Nothing, Wale.
Okay.
Live Love ASAP by ASAP Rocky.
Yo, Aesop had a good mixtape run.
Yeah, that shit was good.
But after that,
Oh, yeah.
I clocked out.
Yep.
The Marathon, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
And then I had to throw Crenshaw on there because who else sells a mixtape for $100?
And sells like
Right.
Sells
a
out.
grip of them.
Right.
And then I am going a little bit over, but Just Read Up by YG. That put him on, and then
Wait.
I feel like
1 or 2.
the first one.
Damn,
I think
there's
I like
so many
the
good
choice.
fucking
I think I like
mixtapes,
the
yo.
choice.
Right.
See, I have another YG one on here, but it's just honorable mention. It's The Real Four Fingers. and then 400 Degrees. I got 3 YG mixtapes on there because I feel like at the very height of like mixtape era,
That's when he was really
he was dropping like house party music, and so you would listen
Right.
to that shit everywhere
Yeah.
you went. And then,
Especially at the house party, for
obviously
sure.
Led him to get signed.
Yeah. Shout out to Mustard.
Yo,
Yeah.
for real. Especially in that early stage with YG.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Before we get to Julian's, Rosebud Revenge. Did anybody check it?
Yeah. There's 2 of them, ain't they?
Right.
Yeah.
Mixtape or album?
Shit. I don't know. Rock Marciano's
Because-
discography is a little.
Because that was what Los just mentioned about that Nipsey album that he sold for $100. That was the same type of tip that Marcy was on with those early albums. I mean, he still does it now. Don't get me wrong, but like, I was always curious on whether or not we'd consider those a mixtape or an album.
So I think I don't know how he did it, but if you drop a mixtape and you obviously have the option to pay for it, but you also get it for free, I think that's like more mixtape than album. Because
Okay.
for album, you like for sure gotta pay. I mean, unless you do some illegal shit, right?
Right.
But
Allegedly.
if you say like, if you're like, oh, I'm dropping this album, you can listen to it for free here, then I don't think that's an album. I think that's more of a throwaway mixtape.
Okay. Go ahead.
I can see that.
That's a good point. Yeah, go ahead. Go off.
All right, not in any order whatsoever. First one I got though is Overly Dedicated, Kendrick Lamar. More About Nothing, Wale. Friday Night Lights, J. Cole.
Yeah.
Acid Rap, Chance the Rapper.
Nice.
True Religion, 2 Chainz, or Titty Boy. Feel me?
Titty boy.
True.
True. And then I got Macadelic, Mac Miller. Crenshaw, Nipsey Hussle. Just Read Up 2, YG.
Okay.
Stranger Than Fiction, Kevin Gates. And
Okay.
then Cabin Fever, Wiz Khalifa. And then I gotta have one more honorary mention,
Always.
which is Cushion Orange Juice.
Yeah. I had that one.
That's my go-to when it comes to
Wiz.
Wiz.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had that.
That's the
one
only
on my
one.
I couldn't decide between that one and then there was another one. I think it was called like Mesmerize or something like that. Or was that just a track?
That was a track.
That was just a track.
Yeah, that's
huh?
the
That
track.
shit was slapped. Though.
It's on Cushion Orange Juice.
Yeah, it
is
is.
on there,
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Yeah, Cushion OJ
Alright.
and Taylor Alderdice are my 2 favorite Wiz joints.
Kill two
Cabin
birds with
Fever
one
for
stone.
sure though. Cabin Fever was,
That's the one that had that big
Wake
Sean
up,
Currency
bitch.
and
Get
Wiz
up,
song.
bitch.
I think so.
That shit
And
was hard.
It had like Juicy J all over it.
All
Chevy
over it.
Woods.
Yeah.
Chevy Woods was all over
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And Cardo and Sledgerin.
I don't know if I mentioned this last episode, but y'all remember that song? Get up, bitch. Get up, bitch. Get up, bitch. Off Cabin Fever.
Nuh-uh.
No.
Oh yeah, you said that was your alarm.
That was
your alarm,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you said that.
Hey, since you mentioned Cardo, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Cardo dropped a mixtape with Larry June.
Yeah, Cruising USA.
When did that
A
drop?
different one.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Cardo on the beat. It's a hit for
it
sure.
dropped I think first half of 2020.
Oh, okay.
Although, is it like a cartoon cover?
It's
And they're sitting in the cars with each other. It looks like a board game.
yeah, it's called Game Related.
Yeah, I seen
So
that.
it's under Cardo's name, but not Larry June's name. Man, that shit slaps. It reminds me of a Mac Dre album.
For real.
Yeah, like not like directly Mac Dre, but that era.
Right.
Got you.
Like I'm listening to this while I'm cruising. It's
Yeah.
like Cruise USA times 2.
Yeah, Jerron said that he hears a lot of Mac Dre inside of Larry June.
Yeah. I
Really?
can hear that
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and he's like, the way he describes it is like, Larry June don't rap like Mac Dre, but he's spitting and giving game like Mac Dre.
Yeah.
And that's that Bay Area shit. It's
And
just
shout out to
like-
Larry June. He just opened up that boba spot.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna go try it.
Yeah,
Right.
dude is legit, man. He got the work ethic like no
smart.
other.
Yeah, no, I fuck with him.
Yeah, I like him a lot, man.
Definitely.
Best thing to happen to the Bay in a long time.
It's cool to like see that Bay Area region get attention. Cause like, I mean, we all know it, right? Bay Area music gets attention from where we're from because it's like a
We're so
community.
close.
Yeah,
But outside of this, like the East Coast, they hate that shit. The
Yeah.
South don't really listen to it.
Yeah, but
so
you-
it's cool seeing like one, not only him expand into like the boba place, but two, like him fucking with Cardo and like he was. I don't know if he made a mixtape with Dom Kennedy, but they got a track together.
yeah,
and
he's on that one.
Yeah.
Was it Rolex Truffles? I think.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's the
and
one after Rolex Truffles.
He's also got Deja Love, so it's cool to see like
Oh, that's on numbers.
yeah.
Yeah, For sure.
numbers.
Yeah, I be hot. New York Twitter be having me hot talking shit about E40. Y'all gotta relax with all
Bruh,
that.
when that whole versus battle happened, and all that
Man,
slander was
yeah.
going
That
on.
shit is disrespectful.
But it was one of the most enjoyable battles.
Yeah, it wasn't a battle. It was two friends. Yeah.
It was like a fucking barbecue, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a fucking petition that they gotta put E40 saving Biggie's life in New York textbooks.
Right.
All these motherfuckers gonna
right.
learn. You
Right.
gonna hear about it.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's a good story too.
yeah. All right, what you got, Mark?
Ooh, all right. Johnny took me back because when I was thinking about this list and I was jotting it down, same thing. On my way to school, you know what I mean? Middle school to high school. Shit that got me through some shit. Shit that I fucking slapped to this day. I'm going to just go off. Stop Snitching, Stop Lying by Game.
Classic.
You Know What It Is, Volume 3. Again, by Game. I got 1999, Joey Badass.
Badass. RP Capital Steez.
Yeah.
Control System. I got Habits and Contradictions. Almatic by Alzai.
Hey, very underrated MC.
Soul Tape 3
Ooh,
by Fab.
I forgot about those.
He had a lot of those.
The S. Carter Collection, Jay. I got Kids by Mac. OD by Kendrick. And then my two honorable mentions, I have to throw in because Mew Music 4, Joe Budden. That one got me through some shit.
Yeah, shout out to Cepha, man. He used to put me and Jerron on all that shit.
Yeah, Mew Music 4, and then Crit was here.
Hey.
I had to.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that didn't get mentioned too. We got
Yeah,
so
there's
many.
we could
so
go
many.
on and on about fucking mixtapes.
Hack
That's the
Div,
thing, bro.
Cool Kids, Mac,
I-
like just so many people.
If I could, I'd probably add every single one of the Tonight shows.
Or the
that
DJ
list.
Fresh shit.
Right.
Yeah, Ezel was my favorite.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
That
bro.
Wale shit that you guys mentioned. That
More
one-
About None.
Yeah.
I mean, the mixtape About None was fire, but the More About None was like an album for real.
Yeah, the mixtape
man.
about that was good.
Yeah.
Just
Everything that
about
they
it.
were running.
Everything about it, from the production to the release, was just like they really promoted that shit like an album.
Yeah.
You know?
He signed to MMG and all that shit just,
Similar to Stolly,
yeah.
Yeah.
right?
He stalled
A
out.
couple people too.
I mean, no pun.
Right.
Both of them. Because Wale was like literally like top 5 for me. And I remember I forget what the mixtape's called. When he signed to MMG, he had the song with Barry Sanders. And that was like the first mixtape he dropped with MMG.
Right.
I remember the production was different. He was hella like bravado, like machismo, hella like cocky. And then that nigga's career got snatched up. Like,
Do you think the label derailed it?
Yeah,
for him?
I think so, for sure.
Absolutely.
And not just-
politics.
not just
Meek
that
Mill
one.
just came
But
right
it
around,
continued.
bro. So it's like Rick Ross got Stally. He got the gentleman from the South with the braids or with the dreads. I forgot his name. He was the Pill. So it was Pill, Stally, Wale, Gunplay, and Meek Mill. And Meek Mill dropped Dream Chasers, and it was just like
That intro.
game over. Oh, we putting everybody on the back burner. Meek Mill's the star.
Right.
And Wale, he had the hip hop blog era in his bag, and
Yeah.
Rick Ross had other plans, and that shit was unfortunate. So that EP that he dropped in 2020, which I forget what it was called, but man, I fucking
Bruh.
love it so
He
much.
went on a
Thank
run
you,
last
Wale.
year.
Thank you, Wale.
Ambition.
No.
Before Ambition or after Ambition?
It's after.
It was
this was
after.
like
This
y'all-
was last year.
Yeah, I think y'all put me on it. It was
Oh,
like
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he dropped a great EP.
Jesus Christ.
He went on a fucking run. The
That shit-
Imperfect Storm.
The Imperfect Storm. That shit felt like the mixtape about More About None. It felt like it was an extension of that. Production, flow, content. He was in his poetry rhyme bag. I was like, God damn.
And they shot that in front of the Hundreds.
100 store.
The 100 store with the fucking shit on fire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wale deserves his fucking flowers. Let me tell you
Man,
that, man.
That
Because
dude.
That's the crazy thing about labels too, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're on the right label, it'll exponentiate your growth, right? They're putting money behind you, marketing, all this shit. But if you're not on the same page, it could just end your career. I remember when it might have been the height of the mixtape era, Nipsey Hussle was unsigned. And there was rumors everywhere that he was choosing a label.
was this before Victory Lap?
Yeah.
Yeah,
way
this was
before.
like after
This was
Crenshaw,
like-
right?
No, this was before
Before
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
Yeah. I think it was right after it was either right after the marathon or the mixtape following that. But there was like strong rumors he was gonna sign to MMG. And
Oh,
at this point,
yeah.
I was on board. I was like 100%.
Right.
I remember that.
Signed with MMG, like they were getting the bag at that time. They were dropping all the self-made mixtapes. I think they dropped like Self-Made Volume 1 and 2. And he said, "Fuck it, I'm going independent." And then I noticed that MMG artists weren't really popping off like that. So I was like, "Oh shit! Like you really made the right decision."
He made the right move because it was like a partnership with the label he ended up signing with for
Yeah.
Victory Lap.
Yeah. So he went not fully independent, but it was one of those routes. And then
It's like distribution deal, I think.
Yeah, and so when MMG was rumored to be signing him, they were also going after Wiz and Currency.
Right.
So at this point, I was like, sign them all.
Damn,
I'm
you
on
remember?
board.
You remember when Wiz and Currency got that Rick Ross verse?
Yeah.
And they shot the video.
Yeah.
I was like,
Something.
whoa,
What is it? So high.
so high.
Bruh.
Yes.
That
And
track-
honorary mention is How Fly. I almost
There
put
we
it-
go. See, I was gonna mention that one too.
I almost
I
put it
was
instead
gonna
of
mention that
Covert
one too.
Coupe, but yeah, you know how that go.
Yeah. Pick and choose. Pick and choose.
Yeah,
Pick
pick
and
and choose.
choose.
I like all Currency more than I like Currency and Wiz.
Yeah. I'm not too big on Wiz, but I made that note.
Yeah, I like Wiz.
I like his old shit, like
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
Fly and then Cushion OJ.
Yeah, I feel like Wiz
go
is
with those.
good by himself because when you put him on a song with somebody that's like in they bag, I just feel like it's kind of lopsided.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think Amber Rose derails artists.
Oh my god! Oh my god,
Put
Jeez.
that out there.
bruh.
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
You might be onto something, bro.
21. Hey, but 21 Savage made
Hey,
it through the
but
storm.
hey, but she gave us My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yes, she did.
Right.
And she
So-
kind of gave us Cruel Summer too, because he was still talking about that bitch on there.
Yeah, he
Right.
was, huh?
Yeah, he was.
So she does some things.
She does
They
some
could
things.
be good. They
I mean, it could be bad, it could be good.
That bitch is
She's either a
toxic.
goddess or a succubus.
'Cause oh man, trauma for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, this is
Hey.
hella random, but do you guys think "Deal or No Deal" by Wiz Khalifa is a mixtape or album?
That's a mixtape.
That is a mixtape.
That's
Huh?
a mixtape.
It has like 15 songs on it.
His first album, I think, is HNIC. I think that's his first album.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
For Wiz,
You just reminded me of that cover where he was wearing like the Dalmatian suit.
Yeah, he's looking like Rick James.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
I'm Rick
clowning
James,
him.
bitch.
Yeah.
That was with that.
He had the patch. He had the blonde patch. He had
What
like,
was that song, bro?
I thought Rolling Papers was his first album.
Oh, there we go. I think Rolling Papers
Was
is
it
the-
Rolling Papers?
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah, you got it.
fact check, fact check.
Yeah, I think it's Rolling Papers and then it's HNIC.
HNIC was the one with that "Remember Me" song. Huh? You know what I'm talking
I
about?
think so.
That shit slap, bro.
Yeah, Wiz got some dope beat selection. It's just like, all right, my thing with Wiz, and it's like the same thing with Nas. Wiz was rapping when he was young, like even before Cushion
Like his
OJ.
early shit,
Yeah,
right?
Jerron got some
Yeah.
mixtapes that I don't know what they're called. I think it might be Deal and Or Deal, because if I'm not mistaken, or it's the one before Cushion OJ, but he was in some pockets that like I was just like blown away by, and then he got his little buzz going, and it's like, why do I gotta rap? I could just make songs.
Plus, he was catching those big hits.
Just make songs.
Yeah,
He was
like-
just catching those big hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We them boys.
The Black
Yep.
and Yellows,
Black and
the
Yellow,
fucking Fast and the Furious joint that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He made hella money off of that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think
That's
he
like-
needs to make any
No,
more.
he
You start going pop.
No, yeah, he
Yeah,
don't
no,
gotta,
he went pop.
You don't. If I had money, bro, I would never rap.
Right.
I wouldn't. If
You
I'm-
would just be catching those
I'd be-
big bags, right?
Yeah, I'd be just catching vibes. I'd be having fun. Like I
Doing
wouldn't
whatever
be.
the fuck you want
Let
to
me
do.
get a movie placement real quick.
Yeah, I wouldn't
you
be
know?
sitting in the studio stressing about these crazy rhyme schemes. Like, what the fuck am I doing that for? Because the people don't care. You can rap, or you can not rap. You're still gonna get the same bag.
But I think so. I think that's one of the hardest things to balance as an artist is business decisions, and then am I gonna start like stay true to my craft, right?
Right.
But then, like you said, like you don't have to really think of like some hard ass rhymes because at the end of the day you're gonna get the bag.
Yeah, the people are gonna listen to it regardless.
But people like us
they fuck
will
with you.
listen to the bars.
That's why it's
Exactly.
important to build up that fan base.
right.
You know what I mean? Not
then-
rely on those labels and just.
And then when
do
you
your
have
own thing.
that when you have that fan base, it's hard for a fan to be like, damn, that's kind of whack because they're fans.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them will do it, some of them won't.
Right.
It'll take a lot for them to be like, oh, that's some whack shit.
Right.
I've been a fan for 10 years, and then it's like, fuck it, I'm a fan.
yeah,
Mm.
it's hard to
mid.
it's hard to jump ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of takes me to this point. For the Lil Wayne fans, we all saw that picture with Trump.
Ha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand that
Shout out to
now.
Kodak.
In retrospect, it was for
A business move.
a business move, the pardon,
Monopoly, bro.
right? But when you first saw that, and then you saw that shit that happened with Cube, you know what I mean, showing support. As those fan bases, what do you do in that situation?
I mean, look, man, personally, for me, I don't give a fuck what side of the fence you're on. It's your opinion. It's what you do. As an American, you have your own right to your own fucking opinion. That is freedom
Right.
of speech. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, him partnering up with him is not gonna make my life any different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't matter to me. Did I have an opinion at first? Yeah, I was like, damn, like Wayne, Wayne of all people, Wayne.
But I mean,
that's
it's
my
not a
thing.
surprise because
Yeah.
he had mentioned that he doesn't
Right.
believe that racism is a thing.
Exactly. But listen, you got to remember, only a few months prior to that, this fool got caught with heroin on a plane.
Right.
What does that have to do with politics, Julian?
A pardon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why were you shocked when you said Wayne? So he's obviously.
I
doing
had to
it.
really think about that. I was like, well, okay, this is just another move.
But
This is a smart move.
take away Wayne and go another rapper that supported Trump.
Okay, Kanye.
Okay, so like the
Sorry.
I was like, what the?
Sorry.
Right?
So you take away personal like perspectives or views. At the end of the day, whether it's Wayne, whether it's Kodak, whether it's fucking Kanye, this is my perspective on it. If you grew up representing the opposite, and then you abandon, like you grow up like fighting the good fight, spreading,
Cube.
yeah, or like late registration, college dropout,
Right.
yeah, for real.
like
Right.
you're really representing the youth, the poverty, like the struggle, like everything that real people are dealing with. You embodied it. You made a name off of it. Then you make, in this case, 20, 30 million over 10 years. You know what I mean? Wayne, Yeezy. Motherfuckers is greedy.
Yeah.
So like for you to be able to make all this money and then be lost in the sauce and abandon the real people, like the real people, and then start doing this fuck shit for your personal agenda,
Right.
that shows and displays a level of greed that I can't comprehend.
Nah, that's understandable.
Because,
Absolutely.
bruh, if I had money, everybody knows, bruh, I come from nothing, frugal family. Bruh, if I had money, motherfuckers would never see me again. I would be out there helping people. I'd be
Right.
having fun, living a life. I would never be voicing myself on political fucking disagreements that's going
Right.
on in the public. Motherfuckers out here looking stupid because they got these agendas that they gotta push. Whatever, like they're so famous and disconnected from society that they start to develop these like agendas, and they start moving behind the scenes. And then when shit goes public, people are like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Right.
It's just something I can never understand, bro. Like, I don't
That's
know.
well put.
Yeah,
That's well put.
And I separate the music from political views.
Yeah.
Like always. So it's like if you drop the dope album, I'm gonna say the album's dope, but I'm gonna still say you a nut ass nigga. Like
At the end of the day,
at the
yeah.
end of the day, you a nut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Straight
but
up.
the music's
That's the
dope.
hard part for me.
Yeah.
That's the hard part for
really
you?
hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like if something, whatever happens, I try to analyze it, and I'm like, okay, why did this happen, right?
Right.
There's certain shit that I don't have an excuse for. Like Johnny said, like you grew up poor, you rapping, you know, about the way we live life and all the struggles we go through. You were part of the home team. And then you go and you fucking jump ship, and all of a sudden you're the opposite just because you got some money and you want a tax break. Man, fuck
Right.
those taxes.
Yeah.
Like, now you're acting like the people you used to talk shit about. And so that's, bro, like that's you being a hypocrite at
Definitely.
the end of the day.
Right.
And I can't, like, it's hard for me to listen to Kanye because
It's tainted.
I can't listen to no fake shit, man.
Facts.
I'm listening to this music because at the end of the day, you connect with it, right? So I'm not
Right.
I'm not gonna connect with some fake ass shit like that. Like growing up, my favorite rapper was The Game,
Right.
and then he started doing corny shit and like some shit that was like kind of like shit I didn't really like
Fuck with.
and
I'm
can't,
with you.
Like I can't vouch for that shit. I'm not gonna like really fake it. Like I'll admit like he could rap, right? But
Right.
that's where it stops.
Right.
Like,
It
you-
starts with the music.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can rap. That's it.
Okay.
Kanye, like I think he's the clown, and then like obviously don't live his life.
Right.
So I don't know everything that's going on, but I know that at first he said 2 + 2 is 4, and now he's saying 2 + 2 is 6, and I don't agree with that shit.
Right.
So
It definitely puts a stain on the music.
yeah, it does.
You know, it does. It kind of makes it hard to listen to at a certain point. You know, when it gets to that level of foolishness, I would say.
But then you also got to realize that like we put weight on the words of these people because we're fans and because
And that shit touched our soul, Los.
Exactly.
When it
Like
touches
it brought
your soul,
you up.
yeah, when it touches your soul, it's different. Like, look,
Yeah.
you got goosebumps.
But
You know what I mean?
but like
It's different.
Wayne, right? We grew up on him. He touched our soul. We fucking best rapper in the world. But at the end of the day, that don't make him educated on what he's talking about.
No.
Yeah, because he lived in his own bubble.
I'm not gonna put any weight to your words because
So you take it for what it is.
I take it that he might say some idiotic things and that's okay because he's uneducated. It's not okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay,
It's
but
not okay.
But there's a reason.
But I don't put weight behind it. Like
Right.
if he said like that shit he said where he doesn't believe in racism.
right.
Nut.
He's disconnected from the
Yeah.
real world
Yeah.
because he has so much money.
All
so
right.
when Wayne comes out and says some shit, I don't give a fuck what he's saying because I don't care about it. It
Right.
has nothing to do with my life.
Right.
I wouldn't put if he ran for president, I wouldn't vote for him the same way I wouldn't vote for Kanye because people voting for Kanye based off clout.
Yeah.
And 'cause he-
Right.
and because
It's
he made some good music. I don't give a fuck if you made good music. You can't run a country because you really can't. You can't run your life. So, I just have an issue with celebrities having all this weight behind their name. You're good at your craft, and that's it.
It's like, why can't that be enough for you? Why can't you just be good at making music? Like,
Yeah.
why can't you just be happy with that? Like, you've obtained everything you wanted. You got everything you were striving for. You're in the position, and that ain't enough. Now you gotta fucking vocalize yourself and ruffle some feathers to get some attention, and it's
That money runs out.
no, it don't. Not their money.
I mean, if they're being
When you're
frugal about
sitting
it.
20, when you're sitting on 20, 30, 40, 50, that shit don't run out, bruh.
I don't know, man.
Some of them are in fucked up deals. Like
Yeah.
Wayne.
I mean, we
mean,
saw
look
how
at-
that whole
look-
Wayne shit went down.
But he was still sitting on some money.
No, for
So
sure.
then he gets
He's
that
for sure
53.
comfortable.
Yeah, then he got that 53 on top of whatever he was sitting on. Come on, man. Wayne's sitting close to like 100 something mil.
So how much is he actually taking home after taxes, though?
If he lives not in California, a decent amount.
Nah. Yeah.
That's a good point.
I
Yeah,
think
he's not
I
in
think
Cali.
right now.
He
He's
live
not
in
in Cali.
Florida, bro. He's chilling.
He's chilling.
Texas
right
and
now,
Florida's nothing.
Right now with Wayne, you gotta you gotta really think about it. Like he been on drugs for a lot of his life, and so when he, like I said, when he says shit like racism isn't real, them drugs do something to your head.
So
man.
Yeah.
disconnected from
In
society.
what dimension?
No, for
For real.
real.
Okay. Speaking on outlandish shit, I want to take it because we're speaking around the same area of artist. And I thought this one was a very interesting take. Game coming out saying that he's the best out of Compton.
He also said that he could out-rap Kendrick.
Again, that he could out-rap Kendrick.
We talked for like 5 minutes, Mark. I want you to kind of just take the lead on this.
Okay, so I don't think Kendrick's catalog. I mean, he came out gunning with 3 classics. I'll give him. I'll give that Kendrick. Nobody's taking away rigor mortis. Nobody's taking away, all the contributions that he did and that he continues to do. But to me, when it comes down to carrying the West on the back, I give it to Game. Hands down, because of the mixtape run. Fucking knocking down the whole G Unit clan. Going 300 bars and running, and all the lyrical shit that came, during that time. I think there's a chance that Game could actually take that.
Currently, present day,
In 2021. Not all right. So let me
2021.
just whoop whoop real quick, because you're a reasonable person.
I am.
I value your opinion.
Yes.
So I agree with you. In a time when the West Coast was just dead, left in the wind,
Yeah.
Game came through.
There was a lyrical monster on the rise.
Came through, bro.
monster.
Co-signed by Dre.
Right.
He wasn't just a dude from LA trying to make it. He had
And Bus.
He had Compton's very own co-signing him. out of Compton. That means the world, right? And carried the West on his back until the next generation got their little deer legs under themselves and
Right.
and started
It took a
running.
while.
It took a while.
Took a while.
Took a very long time.
And that was a long run.
Very. So, with that being said, I understand where you stand. But when you talk about creativity, when you talk about raw, untouched, untampered talent, a hunger,
Then that's a whole that's a whole different thing.
Right.
exactly.
a
So
whole
I
different
feel like, with all being said, everything has to be taken into consideration because
Right.
if you're just putting the West Coast on your back because you got a cosign and you're pretty much the only dope rapper in your region at the time, that doesn't make you the greatest. You just kind of you drew the lucky straw.
No, yeah, you drew
Yeah.
the lucky straw. I agree with that, but it's also the catalog that
For
that
sure.
runs with it.
And then
He
when-
has a great catalog, but at the end of the day,
We're not just speaking albums too, though.
I know, but he had a bold statement, and I
That
read
is a
this-
bold statement.
It was on Complex where he said that he could out-rap
Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, well
I
let's
do
look at
not see that
let's
at
look
all.
let's look at those tracks that did come out with
At
both
all.
of them.
Oh,
We got
Kendrick
the city.
washed him.
We got the city.
Wash him, bro.
I wouldn't say it was a wash though, bro.
No, it's a wash.
I don't know,
Play
man.
the last one they were on together.
What was the last one that came out?
I think it was on documentary too.
Was it?
I think so.
Damn.
yeah, Kendrick was on the documentary too. Now I think
Was he?
that one was dope.
That
Yeezy-
one, yeah, it was.
Kanye
that-
was on
yeah.
that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that album was hard. That was like the
that's on me. Yeah, actually, yeah. Now
Yeah,
that I think
that's
about
the
it,
red
yeah.
and blue cover, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a
And
red
through
rose and a
that's
blue
all
rose.
me. No, that's not the one.
No, that's not that one. I'm trying to pull it up, but streaming service.
Aye. How could you say no? Said, bitch, I'm doing my thing. I said we both can't go.
I ain't slid through in a minute, it's a joy, right? You know I like to cruise when I'm in it, ayy. Do the dash cause I grew to the limits, ayy. Do the math, bitch, I grew with the
I ain't
digits,
got
ayy.
time for it. She a hype beast, I make her stand in line for it. She half black, half white, call it Concord. I bless the stage, got them yelling out encore. Smoking top shelf on the top floor. Johnny got it on his own, I got my own back. Got the green thumb, dummy, I could grow my own pack. Came a long way from the 93 Eclipse. Built it from the ground up, bitch, I finally got my own stack. We all money in, word to nip. Rolling up dessert, fresh out the cookie zip. Keep it lit, got the drip, and she wanna take a dip, life a trip. Ain't shit planned, just been shooting from the hip, see. Cause I ain't worried about a hit, we hot. Gonna take it out the country with the lift we got. They was hating on it, now they wanna give me props. I ain't paying that no mind, I'm trying to get this guap. Ayy.
No. Said, bitch, I'm doing my thing. I said we both can't go.
I ain't slid through in a minute, it's a joy, right? You know I like to cruise when I'm in it, ayy. Do the dash cause I grew to the limits, ayy. Do the math, bitch, I grew with the digits, ayy.
I've been in it for a minute, so they know it's us. Smoking weed that's loud enough to let them know it's us. Ask them if they know anyone better, lift their shoulders up. Because they don't, I said they know what's up. I've been in this game for a minute, I need bankroll. Baby, I be hitting places that he can't go. Shit, they let me in there when the bank closed. I just need the queso, that's case closed. She do anything I say so. Hey, it ain't a hood that I can't go. I'm a real one and they hate those. A one-to-one, they don't make those. Put in time for.
It's the classic.
Yeah.
It's the classic little homie paying dues to the big homie.
Yeah,
I love
yeah. He
that.
came through with a different energy.
I love
Hey,
it.
that Badu sample though.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Oh my god.
And it's two completely different styles too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I think
It's two
that
completely
it's,
different styles.
Game gets all the credit for putting him on, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
No one's denying it.
Yeah.
He said it himself. Kendrick
Yeah.
said it on the track.
Yeah. He kind of at the first verses, like Game's verse and Kendrick's
Yeah,
verse, kind of
freestyling.
just
Yeah.
answered our questions. Like,
There would literally be no Kendrick without the game, and
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? That's fact.
He would be rapping, but he wouldn't have the platform.
No, not at all.
The apprentice always surpasses the master, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If you don't,
And so-
y'all relationship wasn't the right
the
match.
teacher didn't do his job, and the apprentice didn't do his job.
Yeah.
Very
That's
well
true.
said. Very well said.
But I think this reminds me of Kobe and LeBron. Because Game, it's almost MJ and Kobe more than Kobe and LeBron, but Kobe got his
Yeah,
game
it
from
is.
MJ,
yeah,
Right.
and Kendrick got put on by Game.
right.
Kobe wasn't better than Jordan when Jordan was in the league. But
No,
there-
not at the time.
But there comes a point in time
Jordan
that
retires.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to retire.
And they passed the torch.
Even Kobe's rookie year, he was putting. They played against each other, and Kobe put up numbers, right?
Right.
All-Star game. It was in that documentary. All-Star game. Everyone was like, "Oh, you see this kid Kobe? He's the one." And this Jordan was on his way out. He was still in the league, but at that point, MJ was the best. But he, you got to pass the torch.
Yeah, you
And
got to
I
make
think-
space.
I think Game isn't like fucking insane for that statement, but I think right now,
Yeah.
Kendrick will out-rap him.
Yeah. And even 10 years, well, maybe not
Yeah.
10 years ago, but yeah. Like, Section 80 Kendrick can out-rap anybody in the world.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So say what the fuck you want, but I just think that was a bold statement by Game. I
Right.
think that it's not a wild statement, it's a bold statement. It's not an unbelievable statement, it's a bold statement because it's like when you say, it's like when you say, "Oh, I want the smoke," and then the dude that you want the smoke with pulls up, and it's like, do you really want the smoke?
Hey, but
I'm
that's
not
the
trying to
rap
hurt you, bro.
Bro,
That's
because
the
this
rap
shit,
game. Like,
yeah.
if you ain't got no confidence in yourself, you can't be rapping. So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
Game. That's like all
But-
like.
But Game is known to talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
At the
But
same
he can
time,
back
you
it
know?
up.
He can-
Yeah.
He can
that's the
back that
difference.
shit
That's the
up.
difference.
Shit up.
That's the difference.
Yes. The documentary too is
Hey.
great, man. I'm gonna bump that shit a lot.
Oh
this week.
man,
I want a joint album.
that would be
Produced by
fire.
Dre.
Call it Compton's finest.
I've been look, man. I've been wanting. I've been
Get Dre on the phone.
You
Have
said
Pop on the
something.
Have our
phone.
people
said
call their
something.
people.
right now. I've been wanting a joint album from Kendrick and Game for the longest time, and I've also wanted a joint album.
Don't say it.
Fire.
No,
Who you
I've
gonna say?
always wanted a joint album from Kendrick and Cole.
Don't say it.
I've always wanted a joint album.
I
and
think
let me
I'd
tell you,
rather have the Kendrick than Game than
Me
Cole.
too.
I
and
would
Kendrick.
too.
Yeah.
I would too.
too.
However, I've heard a lot of rumors that they got a lot of projects.
They do. I mean, they got
that are
some
just
shit
sitting
done.
in the vault,
They got some shit done.
and they don't release that shit. It's like, bro,
Because they're
y'all
waiting for the right time.
Because they lying.
Okay, hold on, hold
Because
on, hold
they
on.
Because they lying.
Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
lying.
They selling
Julian.
wolf tickets.
Yo.
Wolf
They not.
tickets, and we
Yo,
buying
yo,
them
yo, yo.
all.
They not.
We buying them all.
They
Front
probably
row
got like 5
You
songs.
know what
in the
they're
cut.
doing? They're
Got
fucking
VIP passes.
strategizing.
Facts.
This is the MCU.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Setting
Hold
this
on.
shit up.
Listen up.
That was
Listen
a
up.
bar, Los.
Listen up. Gather around.
Boy, that was a 16.
Gather around.
Hey, you got a
one.
gavel?
It's 16.
I
ain't
know, I need a
enough.
gavel.
You gotta get the sound. You gotta get the gavel
I
sound.
know. I
bit.
did. Order in the court. Order in the court. This is a great segue.
All right.
Let me take it to this question that we received. Shout out to Bert. Is TDE hurting themselves by not releasing enough music?
No.
That's a good question.
Oh, that's
That's a good
perfect
question.
because I just read some shit today.
So
Okay.
Speak on
What
it,
is-
Los.
Speak on it,
Los.
Los. What you got? What you got?
We all know Punch.
Right.
You mean Punch TDE?
Yes.
Oh, that Punch.
He gets on Twitter, right? His answer to people's questions is
Coming
always
soon.
coming soon.
Right.
He,
The lamest answer.
Yeah. And
Too vague.
Today,
missed it.
it was either today or yesterday. Isaiah Rashad tweeted something that had to do with life, not with music. And
Yeah, it was like a reflection.
and someone said, basically, I don't think fuck all that. Where's the album? But basically, fuck all that. Where's the album?
Right.
Sum it up.
And
Basically.
then Punch or something happened. Long story short, man, they were criticizing Punch for not dropping music. They were saying exactly that. TDE is hurting themselves, and why do you find that situation funny? Because Punch makes it seem like it's funny. So Isaiah Rashad jumped in it, and he said, you got to understand that we're living life. We're having babies.
Right.
Like Kendrick just had a baby. Not just, but his baby's probably
Recently.
less than a year old.
Recently.
I think Isaiah Rashad has a couple kids. So what he
Q.
basically said is, we have kids, we're living life, we're trying to raise our kids.
At the same time.
At the end of the day, Punch and Top Dog are management. We decide on when the music is done. And so he was basically saying, you can't really blame Punch and Top Dog. You got to blame the artist, because the artist, at the end of the day,
Decide if it's ready or not.
if Punch is shelving the music, that artist can leave the label.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're
Because
it
they
seems-
delivered the music.
It
right?
seems more of a, we don't want to overwork ourselves and
Mm-hmm.
rap when we have responsibilities and
a whole
kids.
life.
Right,
Yeah,
you have a
yeah,
life.
Yeah, I get that.
And
I can
that
see
came from Isaiah Rashad.
I get that. Especially him because he's been working.
I want to chime in on that.
And he's, you know, it's not like, I don't know how public it is, but he has had like personal problems that he's had to deal with. So even if Punch said, hey, we need you to drop music, you heard Schoolboy on his mixtape, when the fuck you gonna drop the album?
Right.
And Isaiah Rashad was going through some shit. It's like, how do you expect me to drop an album when I'm going through shit right now?
Right.
That was the Twitter talk of the day.
I think that's
That's
the
valid.
creative in people, in them at least, because personally, you know, everybody goes through those little speed bumps in life. You know what I'm saying? And as a creative, personally, if I'm going through some shit, I don't want to really create. You know what I'm saying? At some point, my creativity is my escape. But later on, it's like, damn, like I really don't have a spark right now. Like I don't want to edit this video. I don't want to shoot. I don't want to do this right now. I just want to like focus on some shit and kind of take a step back and just take a breather. You know?
Yeah, there's always you always gotta, you know, self-care. Nobody's gonna love you more than you love yourself.
And
And
only
this-
you'll know when you're ready.
And it kind of takes, this conversation alone takes us back to our conversation with Madi. Way
Right.
back when we were talking
Shout out to
about,
Madi.
shout out to Madi, when we were having our conversation as to creatives and how we deal with our own traumas. You know what I'm saying? So as a creative, you know, we have to understand that these artists are human beings.
Right.
All right. Enough. Enough.
Too deep?
Go ahead, Johnny.
Because at the end of no, I fucks with you. That's real. I fucks with you. This is where I draw the line in that shit. Because I can relate. TDE has too many artists for that. Y'all got a whole ass basketball team.
Right.
A whole
Literally.
basketball team.
Right.
Like 12 players. And like both, like the bench is just as good as the starters.
Right.
Yeah.
So them just not manipulating, but it really is Top or Punch, whoever the fuck is calling the shots. It's like they just doing whatever the fuck they doing. It's just like it kind of is a joke to him, because at the end of the day, So ain't dropped a project in 3 years. You telling me So ain't got at least 7 to 10 songs that is worthy for the public to hear? You telling me Q ain't got 10 that's worthy of the public to hear? You telling me J-Rock just dropped
Right.
Redemption? I'll take that. I don't need more J-Rock, but I seen him
SZA?
working this.
Right.
You feel me? We got the Reason album. And I know
Isaiah Rashad. What was the
Isaiah-
last one? Sylvia demo?
Tirade.
No,
Sounds
Tirade.
So you feel me? You telling me? And in this streaming world where the game is constantly and going through metamorphosis and evolving,
Yeah.
bro, nobody is dropping 16 tracks.
Right.
You literally need 5 to 12 at the max. And you telling me
12's
that
the
these,
sweet spot.
yeah, you telling me that these cats can't? I know they all got it. So
They got it in the
ain't-
tuck for sure.
Yeah, it ain't the artist.
I'd settle
It's-
for a
it-
mixtape.
It's the fucking big wigs. It's the guys that are like, especially with this Corona shit, they're like,
Yeah, Corona put
motherfuckers
a
is
little thing
Yeah,
on there.
for
deals and deals and deals. So it's like they ain't top. The motherfuckers is from Compton. Like they real street motherfuckers. They trying to get the bag. Why the fuck am I gonna put a Kendrick album out and make $2 million in a pandemic when I could go on tour in 2023 and make $35 million? It's monopoly, bro.
Okay, so piggybacking off of that. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Ooh.
It happens. It happens. This is a good conversation.
Okay, piggybacking off of that, you said
Go ahead.
it's the big wigs.
Right.
Now, to us, that's Punch and Top Dog. But what about Interscope? Because you
Because
don't,
it's deals and deals.
you don't want to drop.
Yeah, there's a lot of deals
you
in
don't
play.
want to drop an album. You have a contract with Interscope, and Interscope's like, oh, you got to sell this much.
Yeah, it's criterious.
And then if you're the artist and you're like, oh, I can't sell that much in the pandemic, and they're like, we don't care, you're not gonna get paid.
Right. So might as
do
well
you
not
do
just
it?
put it out.
So you might have your hands tied a little bit. I'm not saying don't drop, because motherfucker, I want them to drop as much as you do, but I'm wondering like because at first it's like people that are independent aren't fully 100% independent. Like they got some strings attached to them. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering what those are.
Every big independent rapper that seems like he's not tied to a deal got a distribution deal with like Empire or something else.
Right.
All of them.
But who's the big? Okay, so who's the biggest independent artist that just has a distribution deal? Because out of the top 10 charting artists, I don't think any of them just have a distribution deal.
Let's look at Russ.
He ain't top 10.
I mean, he has just distribution, I could imagine.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fully
Off
independent.
the top of my head, the only person I can think of is E40, and then obviously Russ.
E40. But isn't E40's
Dolph.
not signed to a label?
No, he's got his
No?
own label.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick with it records.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that got the distribution popping, and they're kind of just pushing their shit. NBA, I don't think NBA YoungBoy signed. That dude's a monster.
So, and then my second question to that is, say concerts don't happen until 2023.
I mean, Weeknd just announced his tour for
2023, right?
2022.
Two. Next year.
So,
What does he know that we don't?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
well, 2022 is a year from today, right?
Right.
Or a year from now.
Right.
You
Right.
would expect some shit
he's coming to SAG.
fucking
Is he?
Yes.
be fixed by then. But even him, so is he not dropping shit until the end of the year?
I think he just dropped the album. The Weeknd.
I checked. I don't know if it's just me. I checked Tidal, but it was the greatest hits album.
For
And
who?
he's gonna
I'm sorry.
tour for that. The Weeknd.
Weekend. Yes, it is just
It's like a
greatest
compilation,
hits.
greatest hits.
I mean, he's performing Super Bowl,
Right.
right? Which
Yeah,
is,
and he-
if you're listening to this now, it'd be Monday.
Oh, yeah, and we can't forget about that.
No.
No, yeah, we need predictions.
Yeah, we need predictions.
Hey, but real quick, so what I'm
Yo, all right.
hold on.
We're like 50 minutes in.
What I'm saying though is, all right, Kendrick ain't dropped since what, 2017?
17 was
So-
damn right.
Yeah.
So
Damn, it's been
Love or
since-
lust.
COVID ain't leaving this year. So you telling me we ain't gonna get Kendrick this year?
No, we ain't getting
No,
Kendrick.
we're not.
We ain't getting Drake this year?
Nah, Drake's
We'll get
coming
Drake.
in Valentine's Day.
Why?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because he
He
could.
ain't getting the bag. COVID still here.
because it's Drake.
Because
Nah,
it's Drake.
I don't
I
hear
don't,
that shit.
No, that's real though. It's
I don't
like
think
that-
he needs a tour to,
No, he needs a
sell his
tour.
shit.
Nah, fuck that shit. He needs a
Especially,
tour.
especially off of that brand OVO shit that he's pulling out.
Yeah,
like,
dude's like the ambassador for the Toronto Raptors. He's in a
All right,
whole
he's an
different bag.
exception.
Yeah, he's in a whole different bag.
He's out of here.
He don't give a fuck about music no more.
He transcended. Like
You don't
music
need a
is like a
tour.
part of his life. It's
I
not
just-
his life.
it's Valentine's Day. Bruh put a heart on his head.
Yeah.
I don't think that artists can wait till COVID's over.
For real. Say that
I
again.
don't think artists can wait till COVID's over.
Yeah.
I
So
think you have
okay.
to
Thank
drop-
you,
I
Lo.
think
So,
Thank
so
you,
this
thank you.
year.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
So my favorite thing about that comment, and I agree, there's certain people that are gonna maneuver and they know that their fan base got their back no matter what. And woo,
Sirens are on and
the block is hot.
I'm trying to cover it with my Oreo chewing.
I see you like you ate some ass
drinking
So-
beer. This guy.
I know this guy's about to shit his brains out tonight.
fucking guy.
So my favorite, my prime example of that, you know what I mean? A world class artist, someone that can sell out arenas, someone that if he drops a merchandise, it'll sell out in 2 hours. Kid Cudi gave us an album in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
That shit did,
was great.
and it did extremely fucking well. Like
it did.
extremely well. Like he had a song with no lyrics on it that made it in the top on the top 100 Billboard. It was just the intro to the album. Like people were just eating the shit up.
You know what the fuck that is? TikTok.
Right. Or
Man.
it's
I don't think. Hold on. I don't think he's even
Kid Cudi,
capitalized
Kid Cudi
on
ain't a
TikTok
TikTok.
yet.
TikTok. Yeah, Kid Cudi ain't a TikTok. Kid Cudi
Nah,
is
you don't gotta be because the people use TikTok, so they could just choose this song.
no, but I mean like Kid Cudi, Kanye. It's like those people that Kendrick has that power. J. Cole has that power.
Yeah.
They're scared. Kid Cudi did it and it worked. And I feel like
But he's got a cult following.
they all do.
But Isaiah Rashad ain't
Yeah.
gonna get that same backing.
Right,
Nah,
but
he's not.
Yeah, but we're talking about, I mean, I was more jumping on like
SZA might.
the Kendrick, J.
The
Cole,
big
maybe
dogs.
big dogs.
Okay.
Kid Cudi's a big dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
is.
is.
And he did it and it worked.
Right.
So, and I
So
don't
the
know.
Big dog's gotta come out swinging.
They right, Los.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, Los. He did it, and then like, bro, I fall asleep to that album. I fucking put it on YouTube on my little Nintendo Switch, and I just fall asleep to it. It's fire.
That's a vibe.
It's a vibe, bro.
That's a
and,
vibe.
and it worked, and he hit the top Billboard, and he's. Bro, Cardi B, like people are killing it right now in the middle of the pandemic. So I don't get what the fuck these guys are
It's true.
thinking. You know what I mean? Meg the
Yeah.
Stallion, like everybody, the baby, Lil Baby, Roddy Rich. There's no excuses.
Lil Baby ran up like 5 bags during the
Bro.
pandemic,
So
bro.
from the little things that I see, artists make the most music off of touring and merch.
Right.
So
Conway
get-
said I made $100,000 off of merch.
I guess it comes down to the way that their contract is split up.
Right.
Interscope Top Dog.
Because if Interscope says, fuck it, all your album sales are ours and you can get merch,
Hold on.
then the Interscope artists can't really drop because their merch ain't gonna sell as much as if
It
they were
would.
on tour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, it will still do numbers, but it's not gonna be arena numbers.
It ain't 2019, 2018.
No,
2017
definitely not
numbers.
because
Yeah.
I mean, COVID fucked up everything.
Yeah, but I guarantee if they do limited, not limited, but whatever they put up on the website, it's gonna sell out like this. But because the website doesn't generate as much traffic as a 35 stop tour, they don't look at it the same. It's like it's green.
When you're at fucking Golden One or Oracle and you're at the show and you're like, fuck, I can't wait, and you see a table with t-shirts on it,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you might have $0 in that debit account. You gonna pull that credit card out and be like, I'm at the show.
getting it.
Yep.
I've
I'm
done it.
getting it. That's
I've
true.
done it.
But when
That's
you're
true.
at home and ain't no music out and it's online, you could be like, I might wait.
That's facts.
Yeah.
I've done that too.
That's facts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely feel
Yeah.
like it all depends on the
That
situation.
happened to me with the Alfredo merch because I was like,
I copped the tee.
I'm gonna wait. It was clean as fuck.
Yeah.
I waited.
That's the reason I ain't bought a paper plane hat.
See, I was at the Jay-Z show, same situation.
Yeah.
When he came to SAC, I was getting me a hat. I was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. This
I
is
want
Jay-Z
that
that we're
shit.
seeing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like,
It's a
you know what I
fucking
mean?
memento of the.
Exactly, the memory. And, bro, I rapped my heart out that night.
Right.
I showed up. I got the hat. I rocked it.
I worked that night.
Rocking it
and
right
I
now.
damn near almost wanted to buy a hat while I was there.
It was $60, but
Man, that's
we
what-
gonna take
You
it.
pay $60 for a hat?
Of course,
Inflation.
bro.
yeah.
It's Hov.
A Jay-Z 13th album, yeah. I'm just
Sign
taking
to
it.
Rock Nation. This is Rock Nation shit. We had that
Exactly,
fucking
exactly.
Rock Nation brunch.
Oh, my bad,
The
bro.
hat my bad,
Oh, we trying to make the brunch, bro.
Fuck, that was a great conversation, man.
Oh, can I get invited next year?
Yeah.
All right, real
sure.
quick, the Super Bowl.
I'm trying to pose with horses and shit.
What's up? Who y'all
Super
got?
Bowl?
How
Who you
much
got?
time? How much time we got?
We're at 56 minutes.
We can squeeze out a
we
couple
got
more.
4
Come on.
minutes
We can squeeze out some
left.
more. Come on.
I wanna. I got
Hold on.
some.
You got something. Los got something.
It
He's
Los
kinda-
cooking.
always got something
It
to
kind of
say.
makes me mad.
He's
Talk
cooking.
about it.
We were just talking about Game and Kendrick Game and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Kendrick got a track with Gunplay,
Okay.
cartoons and cereal.
Okay.
Put
See, I
that
was
shit on
raised-
streaming services.
It
Sorry.
is.
Okay, hold on.
Is it?
hold
'Cause
on.
it wasn't for a
Let
long
me
time.
It
get
is,
to my
but it has a
motherfucking
DJ
point.
tag.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A lot of fucking people say Gunplay washed Kendrick.
He did, kinda.
Do
Kinda.
now
Kinda.
it's not rare for someone to write someone else's verse. I think Kendrick wrote Gunplay's verse because Gunplay has never rapped like that. So I think Kendrick wrote that shit. And I'm mad that people think Gunplay could rap better than him. Because Gunplay got bars, I ain't gonna lie.
No, he's dope.
He ain't got Kendrick bars.
Wait
No,
a minute.
that's
So
true.
if you go on to Tidal right now, you can actually see the composers and the writers and all that shit, right?
It's
Yeah,
not on
every
title.
fucking
It's not on
DSP
there?
should be
At
on
all?
there.
So?
You know what? I have it, bro. I could have swore it was on
lying,
title,
bro.
But hold
It's
on.
on
YouTube.
SoundCloud.
Let
on
me say it
YouTube.
like this. Let me say it like this. It had DJ tags on it. That was the only thing.
Like
That-
just one or like multiple?
Like
That's cool,
maybe a
though.
couple.
I could listen to that.
Yeah, I don't. Bro, it's the greatest song. It's like a top 10 Kendrick song.
Did it have DJ tags or producer tags?
It might have been a producer tag.
I don't even know
I'm
who
gonna be
produced
honest with
it.
you.
But if you ghostwrite, you don't always put your name on there as I wrote this shit.
No, but
No, not if you're a
That's a good
ghostwriter.
point.
So
That's a
you
good
have to
point.
get a big ass bag for you to not put your name on that.
yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But,
That's a fact.
but it's Kendrick's track.
Well, if you think
It
about
is.
it, because there's hella ghostwriters.
So what if
out
Kendrick said, "Hey, I need you on the feature. I wrote it for you. Just hop on my track."
there? I'd take that bag.
It's my opinion. I'm just saying.
I mean, I would be.
I'm not
honored.
opposed to
Who's
it.
engineering the session? Because if it's Dre, he's gonna have you spit it a certain way that could, emulate a certain sound.
I'd be honored if they told me.
That was that sound wave mixed by Ali
Hold on,
shit.
I found it.
I was raised in a sandbox.
See, it is
you
on.
later.
It is on title.
Is it?
I gotta see if it's on
Yeah.
Apple.
Send that link.
I'll send it right now. What's up, Doc?
I love the fake video on YouTube. It's fire.
In the sandbox, next to you and her. Yeah. See. Yeah.
Damn, it
Okay,
is
hold on.
there, bro.
You're talking about who's on it?
Gunplay.
You know, the only writer that's credited is Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Oh.
I fucking told y'all, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Fact check. All right.
Well, there's that for you.
There's
guys.
that.
All right.
There we
The
go.
internet
You wanna get
is
into- hold on.
wrong. Carlos is right.
You heard it here first on the Word is Bomb podcast.
He ain't never lied.
Johnny wants to get into Super Bowl.
Let's do it.
Who you got?
I think Tom Brady wins and then retires on top.
Okay.
I feel like that. I feel like the Super Bowl's in Tampa Bay.
He's like Thanos. He's gonna snap the ball.
Yeah, it's Friday today. Super Bowl's in
Get
2
all the
days.
rings.
This episode comes out on Monday.
Right. So it'll probably be over by the time you listen to
Yeah,
this.
but I want y'all to know that.
I hope it's over by
Yeah.
the time they listen.
I want y'all to know that we talked about it before. I think Tom Brady wins, and he's on the Bucks. They playing in Tampa. He wins. He retires on top. Patrick Mahomes got the next 10 years to run the league.
That makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah,
It
that
just
makes
it's like a Cinderella, like the perfect way to end the greatest career in NFL history. That's how I feel.
I could see that. However,
You ain't watched no football. You ain't got no howevers.
I don't. But
You
let
don't
me
even
tell
know
you.
who Pat Mahomes is.
He's like, wait,
Fuck up, bro.
He's like, it's Steve
My
Young.
homie.
Steve Young on the Chiefs, right?
Man, all y'all just attacking the fuck out of me, bro. I'm about to stay my peace and then walk
You
out.
about to tell us what's going on.
You about to go cry in the car. No, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
At least it's a brand new car.
I feel you. Mine's is-
Got sleep warmers?
You're right.
Going sleep warm?
I was gonna say the Chiefs choke every year.
No, they
They
don't.
won
They
last
won
year.
last year,
They
bro.
won-
What the fuck
what?
you talking about? See,
I
that's
don't
why you
watch
can't
football.
talk.
See, no. This is where you opt
mute
out.
this
You opt
motherfucker.
out. Let me mute you.
It's like
real quick.
around the horn.
All right, no, but what I was gonna
It's like
say,
around the horn.
Hey,
Mute. You got points
a
deducted.
bar.
Yeah.
Learn when to step in.
Yeah.
fuck y'all. So what I was gonna say though is I was gonna say I put money on the Chiefs this year.
They choke every year, but you put money on them. You
Yeah,
a joke,
I
bro.
did.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
fuck you.
that's it.
You a
Fuck
joke,
you.
Julian.
Let me
you.
just
I'm calling
turn
you
you
out
off
right now. I'm your friend. That's why I'm calling you out.
I have a bottle cap in my hand. I'm not afraid of you.
I wish a motherfucker would.
That's the only coin you gonna have by the end of the Super Bowl.
You got recycle all these bottles because that's all you get
Hey,
me,
you bet the house on the Chiefs and you said they suck.
bro. You tripping?
I said it, son.
So you got the Chiefs?
They both are.
I'm rolling with Johnny's take on this. That makes more sense to me.
It's just like it's
Because
like
think about it, man. Like when you think about the NFL, there's more politics involved.
it's the
Tom
higher
Brady,
powers. The higher
is-
powers.
You
that
know what I
be.
mean? There's more strings to it than the actual game. You know what I mean? So I see Tom Brady going out that way.
And if he loses, he'll come back
Patrick
next year.
Yeah, exactly. Patrick Mahomes will carry it for the rest.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I
just-
mean?
that's
That's
just
just
what
how
it
I
is.
see it. And I'm rolling.
Right?
I'm
You
rolling.
telling me it's rigged?
Yes.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Did any of you
Yeah.
guys bet on a game?
I've never bet it back once.
You never bet on a game?
Not like legally.
I got $5 on that bitch.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, same. Salute, homie. Did you bet? Have you bet on the
I
game?
got like $5 on it.
That's
ain't
it?
nothing. Yeah,
Okay, what about
it's
you?
a little friendly wager.
Yeah, right.
You know what I usually do? I just do fantasy football.
Yeah.
But I got screwed this
feel
year.
Did you?
That's what
Yeah,
they
my
all say.
team.
Oh, yeah,
That's what
you
they all say.
lost.
Bro,
You lost.
I lost, bro. I lost. It was ridiculous. I was winning 10-3, bro.
You was fucking shit up this
I
year.
was fucking it up.
Yeah, you was
bro.
fucking shit up. I was watching them tweets. I'm like, I see them tweets. Like, Mark is really in his
Damn.
fantasy bag right now.
Bro, every year I play fantasy. Next year, hold on. This upcoming next season, we're gonna do a fantasy round.
Word is bond
Yeah,
fantasy.
Bond
we're going. If
fantasy,
you're
okay.
interested, holla. Because
Yeah, let's get
I
it.
get really into it, and that's when I really get. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
That's
sign
my
up for the
bag.
ESPN premium subscription. now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a whiteboard. I'm gonna be looking like Charlie Day. Just,
Exactly. Fucking pinpoint shit. Oh, that takes me to fucking WandaVision. You catch up?
I'm watching that one after
No,
this.
no.
Oh my
no.
God,
Don't
bro.
do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it, Mark.
Don't do it.
It's everything you wanted though, huh?
Hold on, motherfuckers. Y'all didn't even ask me who I thought was gonna
Right.
win.
Oh, all right.
Wait. Before you do that. I don't even watch the shit.
This guy.
I put 3 on the Chiefs though.
Did you?
I did.
Damn, bro. I hope you hit because that's a lot for
I'm
not,
for
not
sure
to not
gonna
know
hit.
anything.
I'm gonna hit.
That's
Why?
the gambler, though.
I don't
gonna
know, bro.
hit.
I'm
Hey, you know
addicted.
what's funny? Bro, I don't ever gamble, bro. I don't ever fucking gamble, bro. But my coworker was testing my gangster, bro. So I had to be like, bro. I was like, look here, bitch. 300 right now. Oh, God.
Hey, he got it in your hand like a motherfucker.
The art of peer pressure.
Man,
A
played
book,
you.
a novel by Julian.
Novel by
What?
Julian.
What? Hey,
Oh, my God.
I'm going to text y'all Monday be like, all right, y'all.
Hey.
Next six pack on you, bro.
Hey,
For real.
Julian, ask your other coworkers for the money.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Got that
And
sugar
that's what
mama
you call
boy.
a real P, you feel me? Player, what you handing?
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
WandaVision, I haven't seen none
No,
of that shit.
Los. What you got? What you
Oh,
got?
yeah, I'm
Super
sorry.
Bowl, Super Bowl.
She still ain't saying.
Man.
Jesus.
No,
All right, go ahead.
I was gonna pick the Chiefs because they got a better team. But then I'm conflicted. You never bet against Tom Brady.
No.
Never.
Yeah.
Don't.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
you should have learned that
I'm
by
gonna
now.
go with the Bucks.
I learned that 2 years ago.
I'm gonna go with the
But
Bucks.
obviously not.
God damn. He's like, I got 300 against him right now.
I don't give a fuck.
YOLO.
I like the way you're living, Julian. I like the way you're living.
Stay dangerous, bro.
My man is on fire right now.
Come on, man. Where else do you get this type of fucking entertainment?
Let me drink some more water.
God
Fuck.
Hey,
damn.
Mark, before we wrap up, I got a shout out.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I want to shout out Crystal
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Woo.
Gang, gang.
There we go.
shout out to her in Cat Ceramics. She has placement at a store in Old Sac.
Beautiful.
So if you want to cop a piece, walk up in there. It's called Warehouse Creatives or Creators. So
That's
Old-
By
tight.
the candy store, right?
Yep, right by that candy store on the same street as that candy store
Oh, okay.
in Old Sac.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Cat, man.
Shout out Lil
Keep
Sis,
doing your
man.
thing.
She's
Keep
in
doing your
Old Sac?
thing.
What?
There we go. That's called moves, bro.
That's a
She's selling pieces at the store. I'm on the carousel.
Hey, that carousel though, that shit look
Yo,
hella
I haven't
fun,
peeped it. I haven't
Me either.
peeped it.
I've
I
seen it
haven't
in
went
person,
down
but
there.
I haven't fucked with it.
I haven't
I'm
went down
trying to
there.
go on that Ferris wheel. That shit look hella tall.
Yeah, no.